tremendous milestone, and seeing all of you here today celebrating makes me aspire to be where you are today. My name is Rain LaFrance, and I'm a senior at Colorado College majoring in Business, Economics, and Society with a minor in Film and Media Studies. I grew up in Hawaii and made the choice to leave home and experience something entirely new. For the first time, I made my way to the mainland, what you may all call the States. Deciding to leave Hawaii was a big leap, but I knew I wanted something different. When I was looking at schools, I envisioned a college as a trial run for where I might live after graduation. I thought about how one day I'd end up in a big city, but I wanted to start somewhere that balanced the slower pace of Hawaii with the excitement of a faster-paced city like New York. My college application journey during the pandemic was pretty intense. Somehow, I ended up applying to 13 schools because I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted, either from a school or in terms of what to study. I had ambitions of being a lawyer, but I also had the creative side and a passion for art, which drew me to a liberal arts college where I could explore different fields. That's when I found this small liberal arts school, and maybe some of you guys know it, called Colorado College. Right away, the block plan intrigued me. Back in high school, the traditional system wasn't the best for me. So the block plan felt like the perfect chance to try something new. I took the risk, and now in my 4th year, I can confidently say it was one of the best decisions I've made so far. At first, I had concerns about the small size of the school, but it turned out to be one of the best parts of the experience. It gave me the chance to form meaningful connections with people I wouldn't have met at a larger school. Now, I can't imagine being in a 200-student lecture hall when I already feel like 28 students in my business classes are too much. While academics have shaped my time at CC, the location has enriched my life in unexpected ways. A fun fact about me, although I'm from Hawaii, I don't know how to surf, but I do love snowboarding. Crazy. Yeah. Being so close to the mountain has been an incredible bonus. From snowboarding and attending concerts at Red Rocks to camping over block breaks and doing 10-mile night hikes with just a headlamp over my head, these are the kind of experiences I would have never had if I just stayed back home. At many schools, there's a strong focus on career, and that becomes all you think about. Students join clubs to boost their resume, not because they're passionate about what they're doing. And they start internships their freshman year because that's what everybody else is doing. I've heard these stories over and over and over again from friends all over. Not CC. CC is different. It feels like a place where you're not forced to grow up too quickly. We're all motivated and driven, and we're given the tools for success. But CC allows you to balance between planning for the future and living in the present. It gives you the space to enjoy experiences, things you might not be able to do 50 years from now. Not to say you guys aren't still hiking 14ers and skiing black diamonds, but it does get a little harder. For me, that balance is invaluable. I've had the opportunity to prepare for my future while also enjoying the present, taking time to appreciate these transformative years. It's been refreshing not to have to rush into adulthood, and I'm grateful to have a college experience that allows me to grow at my own pace. When I first arrived at Colorado College, as expected, there was an adjustment period. Nothing could have prepared me for your cold, cold winters here, especially from being from Hawaii. But what helped me through this transition was the support I received from this community, and I think that speaks volumes to the kind of students CC attracts. For example, during my Thanksgiving break, the first one I had freshman year, I couldn't fly back home for Hawaii for just a week. Instead, the first few friends I made at CC invited me to spend a holiday with their families. I went with them and explored the beautiful western slopes of Colorado, and I loved it. Every year after that, I found myself welcomed into somebody else's home for Thanksgiving. One year, I even used a venture grant to go back home to Hawaii with a classmate, where we met several CC alumni, including Gordon Aoyagi. He welcomed us into his home and organized an event for us to meet other alumni living in Hawaii. Months later, even crazier, I found out that Gordon was actually funding for parts of my scholarship, though he never mentioned it once during our visit. Yeah. His humility and generosity are a testament to the kind of alumni that CC produces, and his it's moments like these that make me appreciate this community more and more. My love for CC has only grown, which is why I try to stay as involved as I can, and why I hope, like many of you here today, to remain connected to this place after I graduate in May. One of the first things I did when I arrived to CC was run for a position in CCSGA, or student government. By a show of hands, did any of you guys participate in student government? Yeah, over there in the back. In my freshman year, the election was really competitive. I ran against 14 whole students for one of my positions. Somehow, I've been fortunate enough to be elected for 4 years in a row, possibly thanks to my cheesy campaign slogans like, "No rain, no gain," and "Make it rain." Now, I serve as the VP of Finance, where I'm responsible for allocating $2 million. Whoa. Yeah, crazy. You guys can trust me with your money. It's a huge responsibility, and to give a student, for sure. But I've had an amazing committee of 4 other women to stand against me and support me. And that's what's great about CC. Because it's such a small school, there's a level of trust and access to resources that allows students to take on these types of meaningful roles. Through my position, I've been able to launch initiatives like the Passion Project, which provides funding for students to pursue creative projects they've always wanted to do, but couldn't afford. We've also introduced free menstrual products across campus and are currently working on renovating a student community center in Warner. Beyond CCSGA, I also serve as an FYP mentor, which is the first-year program, helping first-year students transition into college life. It's been a rewarding experience that allows me to stay connected with the incoming classes. And on top of that, I work at the marketing department, creating video content to help attract future students at CC. I've also taken a full advantage of resources around this campus. I've been fortunate to receive 2 venture grants, hopefully 3. One to return to Hawaii, where I made a short documentary on labor unions, and another to research correlation between New Zealand's GDP and renewable energy. I've taken free arts and craft classes, received a Free Writers Union scholarship to go snowboarding, and been active in clubs like Investment Club and CC Productions, where I've been making several films that I've submitted to local film festivals. The block plan has allowed me to organize my schedule in a way that gives me a freedom to explore new things, and that's how I discovered my side passion for filmmaking while pursuing my career goals. CC has truly expanded my horizon in terms of educational pursuits. The unique structure and flexibility of trying different subjects every 3.5 weeks has allowed me to explore a range of topics in remarkably a short amount of time. When I first arrived, I envisioned a path in poli-sci on a pre-law track. However, after just 1 block of international relations, I knew this was not for me. I'm sorry for telling all lawyers I couldn't do it. I quickly realized that wasn't for me, and so the very next block, I pivoted to become a BSOC major, and best decision I've made so far. The intensity of our schedules demands quick turnarounds for assignments and projects, preparing us for the fast-paced environment of the workforce. It teaches us to be meticulous, detail-oriented, and goal-driven. Missing even a single day in a block can feel like falling behind a week's worth of content. And that teaches you to figure out what your priorities are and how to prioritize them. The block plan truly embodies the idea that you get out what you put in. These experiences have set me up exceptionally well for my 2 summer internships, one at Macquarie Asset Management my sophomore summer, working in private equity, and this past summer at Oak Street Capital Management. The block plan not only helped me land these internships, but also to excel in them. I effectively communicated the unique advantages of our academic model to recruiters, showcasing how it differentiates my skills and work ethics from those of my peers. As I prepare for my next chapter, I'm excited to share that I'll be joining Oak Street Capital Management as a portfolio analytics analyst in LA once I graduate. Wow. And the 2 incredible internships I undertook at Colorado College have paved the way for this full-time offer. I really advocated for myself, knowing I didn't have the qualified technical skills for the internship, but because I'm coming from CC, I knew I could pick it up right away. while my internship was 10 weeks long, after 4 weeks, I found out I was getting the return offer. And I think it's quite funny, just like that 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks of blog, I was able to learn and improve myself. And from the support at our Career Center to our professors who truly care about us, I truly believe that I am where I am meant to be, and I owe a great deal of my journey to Colorado College. I'll forever be grateful for these experiences, challenges, opportunities this institution have provided me. But enough about me. Let's now celebrate all of you. Thank you.